Many people believe a myth. They think Border Collies are too difficult for a normal home. They hear stories about endless energy destructive behavior. But here is the truth. Border Collies are not difficult. They are incredibly intelligent. They need a job to do. They need a calm, confident pack leader to guide them. This intelligence and drive is what fascinates us. It is why people are drawn to this breed. They are not just dogs, they are partners. They want to work with you to understand you. To understand any dog, you must first understand their history. You must look at what they were bred to do. For the Border Collie, this story begins in the rugged, windy hills between England and Scotland. This is a land of wide open spaces and large flocks of sheep. Shepherds there needed a special kind of dog. They did not need a dog that was just strong or fast. They needed a dog that could think. They needed a dog that could make decisions on its own far away from the shepherd while still being connected to their leader's wishes. This is the world that created the Border Collie. The shepherds were very selective. They bred the best working dogs to the best working dogs. They did not care so much about what the dog looked like. They did not breed for a specific color or coat length. They bred for intelligence. The body of a Border Collie tells the story of its purpose. They are medium-sized dogs, but they are all muscle and bone built for efficiency. Nothing about them is for show. Everything is for function. They have a lean, athletic frame that looks like it is always ready to spring into action. This is not a heavy, bulky dog. They are built for speed and agility, able to change direction in an instant. This allows them to outmaneuver sheep and navigate rough ground with incredible grace. Their body is a perfect tool for the job they were bred to do. Many people picture a Border Collie with a long, flowing black and white coat. This is a common look, but it is far from the only one. They come in many colors, including red, blue, merle, tricolor. Their coats can also be short, smooth. Whether long or short, their coat is usually a double coat, with a soft underlayer for insulation and a coarser outer layer to repel water and dirt. The two traits that everyone knows about Border Collies are their intelligence and their energy. But people often misunderstand what this really means. It is not just that they are smart, it is that their minds are always working. A Border Collie is constantly observing, learning, and trying to figure things out. Their brain is like a powerful engine that is always running. If you do not give that engine a job to do, it will find one on its own. This is when you see problems like chewing, digging, obsessive behaviors. It is not bad behavior, it is unemployed energy. Their energy level is just as high. A short walk around the block is not exercise for a Border Collie. It is barely a warm-up. These dogs were bred to work for hours, covering vast distances. They need a chance to really run and use their bodies every single day. This is a non-negotiable need, like food, like water. One of the biggest myths is that Border Collies only belong on a farm. People think that if you do not have acres of land and a flock of sheep, you cannot have one. This is simply not true. A Border Collie can live happily in a house with a small yard or even in an apartment. The size of your home is not what matters. What matters is the size of your commitment. A dog living on a huge farm but ignored by its owner is less happy than a dog in an apartment who gets daily walks, runs, mental challenges with a loving pack leader. Another common myth is that they are too intense or hyper for a family. People see videos of them running agility courses at lightning speed and think that is how they are all the time. But a well-balanced Border Collie knows how to be calm. They need a pack leader to show them when to turn that intensity on and when to turn it off. With clear rules, boundaries, they can be incredibly gentle and loving companions for families with children. Providing the right care for a Border Collie is about creating balance. This starts with the daily walk. The walk is not just for potty breaks. It is the most important activity you will do with your dog. It is your chance to be the pack leader. The dog should walk beside you or behind you, not pulling ahead. This simple act communicates that you are in control. They can relax and follow. A structured walk drains physical energy, and more importantly, it drains mental energy by making the dog focus on you as the leader. Exercise must go beyond the walk. These dogs need to run. A game of fetch with a ball or a frisbee in a safe, open area lets them use their speed and athleticism. But even during play, there must be rules. You decide when the game starts and when it ends. The dog should bring the toy back to you and drop it. Mental stimulation is the next piece of the puzzle. This is where you challenge their brilliant mind. Simple things work best. You can use their mealtime as a training opportunity. Instead of just putting the food bowl down, make them wait calmly until you give them permission to eat. You can also hide their food around the room, let them use their nose to find it. Teaching them new tricks, practicing obedience commands for just a few minutes each day keeps their mind engaged and reinforces your bond. Finally, remember the formula. Exercise, discipline, affection. The story of Chaser, a window into a brilliant mind. To truly grasp the intelligence of a Border Collie, we can look at the incredible story of Chaser. Chaser was not just a pet, she was a student and a scientific marvel. Her owner, a retired psychologist named Dr. John W. Pilley, wanted to see how far he could push a dog's understanding. He did not use fancy methods or harsh discipline. He used play-positive reinforcement and thousands of hours of patient, joyful work. Dr. Pilley began by teaching Chaser the names of her toys. He would show her a toy. He would say its name clearly. Then he would play with her with it. He started with one toy. Slowly, he added more. Over time, Chaser's vocabulary grew and grew. She learned the proper names of over 1,000 different toys. She could be told to find Blue. She would go into a pile of hundreds of toys and retrieve the specific blue ball she knew by that name. By a process of elimination, she could figure out that the new name must belong to the new toy. This is a form of reasoning called inference. She also learned to understand verbs: take, paw, nose. She was not just memorizing words, she was understanding sentences. Section 8. Beyond the Farm. Modern Roles and Activities. While the Border Collie's heart will always be in the rolling hills herding sheep, their talents have found many new outlets in the modern world. Their combination of intelligence, athleticism, trainability makes them superstars in the world of dog sports. The most popular of these is agility. In agility, a dog and handler team race against the clock, navigating a complex course of jumps, tunnels, weave poles, and other obstacles. Border Collies dominate this sport because it requires speed, precision, and a deep connection between dog and handler. Their powerful noses and unwavering focus also make them excellent candidates for search and rescue work. They have the stamina to work for long hours in difficult conditions and the intelligence to follow complex directions from their handlers. The gentler side of their nature is seen in their work as therapy dogs. A well-socialized and calm Border Collie can bring immense comfort to people in hospitals, nursing homes, schools. They can also excel in other sports like flyball, a fast-paced relay race, or competitive obedience, which showcases their precise training. The key takeaway is that these dogs thrive when they have a job. Section 9. Is a Border Collie right for you? Well, now it is time to consider that question for yourself. Final thoughts. We have talked about the myths, the history, the incredible nature of the Border Collie. Now you must ask yourself the honest question, is this the right dog for me and my pack? This is not a decision to be taken lightly. Bringing a Border Collie into your home is a commitment of time, energy, leadership. If you are looking for a dog that is happy to be a simple couch companion and requires little effort, this is not the breed for you, and that is okay. But if you are an active person or family, and you are excited by the idea of a canine partner who will challenge you and join you on adventures, then a Border Collie might be a perfect match. If you find joy in training and are willing to provide consistent, calm leadership, you will be rewarded with a bond that is unlike any other. Share your experiences in the comments. Let's help each other become the best pack leaders we can be for these incredible dogs. Stay calm and assertive.